Hello everybody! Today I would like to discuss a new expansion, Skybound Dragons for Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. I actually really excited for this expansion considering how miserable felt the expansion Heirs of the Omens with all the control decks that were constantly playing mirror matchups, that were extra top deck dependent, all the builds were highly unified, expansion was lasting a bit too long, and throughout the duration of the expansion almost no balance changes. Actually there was a balance change that actually changed nothing. So considering my previous experience of over 1,000 hours playing the OG Shadowverse, 200 hours playing Shadowverse Worlds Beyond, several thousand hours of playing Hearthstone, I decided that I am more or less capable to discuss cards that are going to come out in a future expansion and to try to make content around Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. So as usual, we will start with Forestcraft, and we will start looking through the cards that were shown today. Most of the cards I haven't seen yet because, as usual, Shadowverse developers, Cygames, drop them at the last moment possible, so nobody can come up with stupid things that will become obvious in like a week. So without further ado, let's look at the first card. Cool and You, Love and Hatred. Bronze card, 7 play points, 8/6. Can attack 2 times per turn, strike, restore 3 defense to all allies. Actually, I saw this card before when I was setting up equipment for recording the video, and first thing that I thought about this card was, holy shit, this is really bad. Then I was like thinking about it, and I got an idea that you can evolve it, you have 2 hits, restore 6, remove 2 enemy followers, and I thought, well, for Forestcraft it can be not that bad considering it sometimes has issues removing high value targets on the enemy board. But then I thought again about it, and I started to realize, wait, I need to spend 1 evolve point for simply a body? That does not feel great at all. I do think that at best you will carry 1 copy of this, because you really don't want to draw it into your hand after using all your evolve points. So yes, and you will not like playing it without evolving it, this card. So yes, it's a really weird and awkward card that I think most players will prefer to avoid playing. It really has no use beside the moment when you evolve this card. Second card, Manamel's Super Cutest. At the end of your turn, evolve this follower. When this follower evolves, deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. First of all, it is a 4 mana 2/1. You don't want to spend an evolve point on it because it is auto evolves anyway. You won't like to play it on the mana 4 on turn 4. Simply because it's highly likely that the enemy at this point will have some board that you want to deal with. Deal 1 damage to all enemy followers, that's kinda weak. and it evolves at the end of your turn, so you will not be able to attack enemy followers. It does have a synergy with a new old mechanic, Skybound art, which is like have a value 10 or 15 if it is a super Skybound art, and if your follower evolves, it decreases the needed value for your cards in your hands, for Skybound art. So obviously this is a card that is intended to have synergy with Skybound art. By the way, I believe that there is a similar card for Abysscraft that is 10 times better, if I remember correctly. So I really don't see any purpose for this card, really. So it really is an awkward card, and for a really big price. 2 play point a spell, Comet Drive. Select an enemy follower on the field and deal it 4 damage. If there is an evolved ally follower on the field, draw a card. Yes, it can be a bit awkward considering there is a demand for a follower evolved on the field, but actually it is a good card. It is generally a good card. It is similar to the Dragoncraft 1 play point spell from the previous expansion, but it is not random, and it draws you card without any downside for yourself. So the cost is fair, and it can be played. However, to think of it, I do believe that Forestcraft have a lot of similar cards, like Bear Claw, Swipe, that with combo 3, that does similar thing. So it will be an interesting choice for players from these 2 cards. Next card, Chloe What a Gal. Chloe What a Gal 2/2/2. Enhance 8. Select a follower in your hand and summon it. Return this card to your hand. Oh, this is some kind of. This is a card that on itself is useless to judge. We must look for cards that have synergy with it in your hand and summon it. Well, I will not look on this card from the point that you are cheating out 10 mana creatures for 8. It is highly unlikely. I just can't come up with a use case right now for this card, but it is a tech card, and you can play it for 2 mana just like a body. So I think that it is a tech card, and it is a good tech card, probably, if there is a use case for it. Fanfare, Anthuria, Toy Tapping Torch. 5/5/4. Give all allied followers on the field barrier. I don't know if Forestcraft does need it. I mean, does Fairy really need a barrier on the field? And it is 5 mana. I don't know. I don't see. I think that is an arena card, I don't see any use case for constructed play of this card. Next. 1 mana Stray Sky spell. Deal 2 damage to random enemy follower. Combo 5. 5 is a huge combo. Gain Crest Stray Sky. Count down 1. Last words deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. Add a Stray Sky to your hand. Holy shit, what a bunch of weird cards Forestcraft is getting. You just need to start playing non-stop Stray Skies with combo 5 to deal damage to the enemy leader. It is too awkward, or it is either too awkward or too long, and you won't like to have this card. As a win condition, and if it is not a win condition, I don't see any point in this card. Very weird card. This card, I saw this card. Kupitan Iridescent Archer. A 4/3/2 Fanfare Super Skybound Art 15. It is 15 turn minus amount of evolves. Evolve this follower. Deal 3 damage to the enemy leader. When this follower evolves, do this 7 times. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower. So it is important to understand that deal 3 damage to the enemy leader happens only after Super Skybound Art. So I don't think that it will be often used with the Super Skybound Art. When this follower evolves, this deals 7 damage. It is like a worse version of a 5 play point card that Abyss has. Because there is no condition for 7 damage to the enemy field, and here it is a conditional because it needs to evolve. I don't know. I feel that 5 mana guy that draws you 2 cards and damages and deal damage according to the amount of cards in your hand is way better. It is just so awkward and cock blocked card. I don't know. It doesn't feel really good to me. Alfemir, 2 play point spell. Mode spell. Okay, select a mode to activate. Super Skybound Art. Activate all of them instead. Okay, Super Skybound Art. Okay, creates activates all the modes. Draw a card. Restore 1 defense to your leader. Decent one. Give all allied followers on the field +1/+0 and rush. It has its use cases, definitely. Give all allied followers on the field +0/+1 and ward. First one is a good universal thing that you will really rarely be doing, unfortunately. However, if you are playing a fairy forest, that can have a use case for a second mode to advance its win condition, and you don't have any fairies on your field and you feel pressured by the lack of cards in your hands, you can choose the first mode. It is definitely fairy forest support. I really don't see this card in any other deck for the forest. Really, well, you can say that the third mode is good for control forest, but it is a meme deck. I don't really think that control forest can really benefit from this card. Oh, first legendary. AVR, Wind Personified. 2 mana, 2/1. Funfair Skybound Art, discover 1 play point. Here we go. The moment when Shadowverse Worlds Beyond also get a recover evolve point mechanic. Well, it is obviously, I don't need to say it out loud. I hope that everyone understands the simple truth that recovering 1 evolution point for 2 mana is absurdly good. However, it is a bit late, recover 1 evolution point, but I think it is exactly at the point when you will need recovery of evolution point. So I guess it is a good card, really good card. Universal, it is not tied to any archetype. Yes, absolutely good card. UL and Societe Dancing Duo, 5/4/3. Funfair, do this 2 times. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy follower. Pretty basic Funfair. Super Wolf, gain crest. UL and Societe Dancing Duo. Count down 4 once on each of your turns when you play a follower. Evolve it. Okay. It is very good. However, I mean, it automatically makes Kupitan much better card. Automatically. We still don't have any use case for Chloe. It creates a reason for Ko and you to exist simply. Yes, it automatically enables you and Ku. It potentially enables Control Forest as a archetype, actually, because it gives you free evolve points as a thing that actually Control Forest was always struggling with. It always wanted more evolve points that it really had in its disposal during this patch. It got these 2, Ko and you, that are really good at controlling the table into your favor. They recover you defense. So yes, I think, and Comet drives immediately start to make sense. So basically what I want to say, Stray Sky is a barrier, heaven barrier diffusal for Control Forest. You just need to time it a bit awkwardly, or you can simply Kupitan it. Yes, absolutely. It is an absolutely huge patch for Control Forest. I don't know what they were cooking with Chloe. Absolutely no use case for her. So basically, absolutely goated legendaries. Kupitan is good. Alfheim, this 2 play point spell is like an average spell. You can fit it into most of forest archetypes. However, I don't think that it is better than potential alternatives. This is absolutely huge for Evolve Control Forest, and this is only playable in Control Forest. Other cards are really questionable, so this 4. Manamel, Chloe, Ansuria, Stray Sky, these cards are questionable. Yes. I really enjoyed these Forestcraft cards. Okay, let's go with the Forestcraft. Oh my god, they look so similar. Okay, 2.32 Randall Feet Fighter. Enhance gives this for God's sake. By giving Sword even more storms. I don't want to think where it fits. It's just a really bad choice to give Swordcraft any kind of storm. Arthur's Staunch Dragon 3/3. Ward evolve summon a murdered illusory lion. Storm. Another storm. Fuck. This is going to be insufferable. This fuck with storm. Go away. I'm speechless. Go fucking away. No. Funfair deals 3 damage to all enemy followers. Intimidate. Well, it's not like a lot of decks. No, it's not good because 6 play points, 5/3. A lot of Swordcraft cards deal with the board, so there is no need for this card. Actually, cards that I will like because it just does nothing. 3/5/4. Well, okay, nobody cares. It just does nothing, and that's good. Okay, I got a little bit heated by the cards that I saw in the beginning. I hope that further Swordcraft cards will be much more reasonable. Fiorita, Muscles in Bloom, 4/6, Ambush Bane. I guess we're finished with the times where an ambush was a strong mechanic, so I guess this is for take 2. I don't see any use case for construct. Constructed to use for that card. Golden Knight, True Knight's Blade, 7/6/6. Funfair, select a mode to activate. Super evolve this follower. Great. Deal 4 damage to all enemy followers, restore 4 defense to a leader, enhance, activate all of them. The good thing that there is Albert, and you will prefer to have him. I guess that this card just has too much alternatives, so I guess it's deal 4 damage to all enemy followers. No, it has too much alternatives. I doubt that it will be really popular card, but I can see it get fitted to certain decks. Knightly Ardor, 5 play point spell for Swordcraft. Select a mode to activate. Give the leftmost allied Swordcraft follower on the field can attack 2 times per turn. Give all allied Swordcraft followers on the field +1/+1 and barrier. Recover 2 play points and 1 evolution point. Restore 6 defense to a leader. Just another broken card for Swordcraft. I really am happy that it is a bit expensive, so sometimes it will be really awkward to play it. However, can attack 2 times per turn is it can attack 2 times per turn. You will not be allowed to leave any kind of board to Swordcraft. You will really will be forced to clear every single time. This will be miserable. Zeta and Bear, Crimson and Blue. 4-3-2. Fanfare summon a Zeta and a Bear, Crimson and Blue. Summons a copy of it. In cans 6, give it Bane and this follows Storm. Another Storm. Another Storm and Bane. And Rush. Well, the 6 play points, it will be a bit awkward. A lot of much more valuable cards out there. So I simply don't think that it will be really widely played card. I just can't come up with really good use cases for it. Theophan, Leader of the Eternals. 4-4-3. I am scared. Fanfare, Skybound Art. Evolve all unevolved allied followers on the field. As I already said, you will not be allowed to leave Swordcraft any kind of board. It will be really miserable to play against Swordcrafts. Bullshit card, bullshit card, bullshit card, bullshit card, bullshit card. Just good card. All other cards are below average, in my opinion. But it, despite the fact that still Swordcraft cannot really be strong, but it can really remain an annoying little brat that you will absolutely hate to play against, despite the fact that you will know that it is not really that strong. But despite that fact, you will hate playing against Warcraft. Well, actually it was always the point of this class, but I really don't like these cards at all. Okay, Runecraft. I saw that this legendary was a bit shitty. Okay, 3 Philosophia Cryptic Sophist. 3-1-4. Fanfare, draw a spell. A bit expensive and starts awkward. I don't really sure that I would like to play it. So, Sufframare, Wandering Tutor, 1-1-1. Stat lines that actually excite me. At the end of your turn, spell boost your hand x times x is the follower's attack. Okay, evolve gives this follower can't attack followers or later. I guess there will be cards that messes with this follower's stat line. Otherwise it's bullshit card, and again a really strong card for spell boost potentially. Cool art, I like it. 7 play point spell, deals 6 damage to all enemy followers, restores 3 defense to a leader. Actually not that strong, Rune Portal. Actually really not that strong. 6 damage potentially does not kill the enemy's board, and 3 defense to a lead for 7 play points. Nah, that's bad. That's bad. Fuck, I will not try to read that name. 6 play points, 7-5. Fanfare, select 2 enemy followers on the field and deal them 4 damage. Gain 2 Earth Sigils. Too expensive. I wouldn't like to play it. No, it's a bit weird. No, I don't think that it is good. Not much to say about it. Miriel and Reset, Penitent Duo. 5-3-3. Fanfare, summon a copy of it. Yes? Yes. Earthstrike, evolve it, and 10-10 rush, effectively. But it does nothing more. It just It's just potential board presence. Anan Grey is better. Anan Grey is better, literally. What the hell? No, no, no. Just put Anan Grey and you take. Unleashed. 4 play point spell. Select a mode to activate. Draw a card, deal 4 damage to a random enemy follower. Draw 2 cards, deal 4 damage to 2 enemy. What the hell? This is no. This is absurd. Why is it so bad? No. No. Why is it so bad? You will never use the first mode. And second mode is not that good for 4 play points. I don't know. No. I wouldn't like playing this. And I'm sorry, when was the last time you were playing RuneCraft and you were having issues with draw? No, it's so bad. Helmet, Remembrance, a Flame. 3-2-1. Funfair, select an enemy follower on the field, remove all abilities from it. Select an enemy follower on the field, remove all abilities from it, and deal it 3 damage. Super Evolve, gain Crest. The start to deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. I don't know. Wilbert counter? Why do you need that? 3 mana. Carrying a tech card that actually not that needed right now? Nah, just put a removal. Just put a removal into your deck. Just every turn, at the beginning of every turn. It's like a burn mage. Are there any synergies for that? Not like I can remember any. Well, whatever. Next, Alchemic Flare, 2-point spell. Select an enemy follower on the field and deal it 4 damage. Gain an Earth Sigil. Skybound Art, deal 2 damage to the enemy leader. Honestly, it is a really good spell. It has a burn potential, but we honestly know that it will go in this stupid spell boost mage. Next, first legendary for the RuneCraft, 3.01 Vamdus Water Personified. We have on spell boost, give this follower +1/+1. Funfair, spell boost to your hand. Super Wolf, select a mode to activate, give all other allied followers on the field barrier. Deal X damage split between all enemy followers. X is this follower's attack. Actually, the most bullshit card that I have ever seen. It does nothing. It's just fat stats on the table. I doubt that it will see any play at all. Completely useless. Cagliostra, a Genius Alchemist. 4 play point 5/3. Funfair, gain 2 Earth Sigils, add an Ars Magna to your hand. Skybound Art, evolve this follower's Super Skybound Art, gain Crest, Cagliostro, Genius Alchemist. At the start of your turn, crest, at the start of your turn, Earth's right 1, add an Ars Magna to your hand. So it is 2 Earth Sigils, Ars Magna is 1 play point spell, select an enemy and deal it 2 damage. Burn. Restore 1 defense to your leader. Then the Ars Magna. So we have some kind of weird Skybound. It is Skybound. Super Skybound. It is so slow. I don't see any point in playing this. I do consider that it is slow as hell, considering that we are having only what? Wait, we didn't get anything for this card. This is again a boost for standard bullshit spell boost rune, except that there is nothing going on actually here. Some weak attempts to make dirt viable that won't see any results at all. It won't happen, like, at all. Next, Dragoncraft. Pam pam pam. 3/3/3 Aura Ward. Whatever. Just really whatever. Mari Max Bestie. 2/2/2. Activates in hand whenever a 3-based cost allied follower super evolves. Set the cost of this card to 0 until the end of the turn. At the end of your turn, give a random super evolved allied follower on the field +1/+1. 3-based cost. Follower. Okay, 3-based cost. Evolves. Super evolves. Not just evolves, super evolves. What? There is literally no followers that you want to super evolve? Nah, you don't want to do it. No? A little side note. Yes, I know that there is Gilnelis right in front of my face. However, you will not consistently play Gilnelis to super evolve it. My point was that I was looking for a card that consistently super evolve, that you can play Marie and under it to have a combination, and there is none. No? And beside it there is this card. This is honestly useless. There will be no scenario where the card like this will actually have any kind of use case. Honestly, what are we doing? Crescent Tube Right. Crescent Tube Right. 2 play point spell. Gain crest. At the end of your turn, give a random allied follower in the field. And why? For what reason? Actually, what? Okay, maybe there is some kind of synergy there. 5 play point is mere frigid fate. Funfair, if you have 10 max play points, evolve this follower. Okay, let's consider this possibility. When this follower evolves, deals 3 damage to all enemy no, it actually is good for ramp dragon. Are we getting any new ramp capabilities? Because if no, it will be kinda not that good. Mugen, steel-bodied honestly. 8-10-8, fanfare super skybound art. And gives this follower storm. Super evolve, select 2 enemy followers on the field and destroy them. Well, I see a scenario when it can be actually good. Just 13 damage to the face is actually terrifying, kinda. And it is destroying 2 followers on the field, so possibly avoiding wards, which is scary. Okay. Possibly playable. Maximum love bomb, 2 play point spell. Select an enemy follower on the field, deal it 3 damage and give it can't attack followers or leaders until the end of your opponent's turn. I never have thought about the fact that dragon have any issues dealing with the board. Is there any reason Dragoncraft want to make an enemy follower to remain on the field? I don't think so. We saw this card, Fanfare Skybound Darts, super evolve this follower. Whenever 2 paste cost talent enters, it will give this follower reward. Actually, I have no idea why do you want to play this card. The dubious synergy is Mari, but the synergy is just bad. Okay, let's go on. Select an enemy card on the field, banish it, and add a copy of it to your hand. I mean, there are possible stupid ass combinations possible with the help of this card, but the likelihood of getting a card that you really want to have in your hand, well, it is a removal on one hand, but on the other it is rather expensive. I mean, it is a fun card, not a real hardcore one. I doubt that it can provide any consistent profit for you during the game. Villains flame personified. Funfair, select an enemy follower on the field and deal it 8 damage. Intimidate, evolve, replicates the effect of this card Funfair ability. And that's all. And well, it has intimidate on one hand, but on the other, I don't know. It has a fat stat line, maybe it helps. I don't know. I just don't see any reason to put it in any kind of deck. Zoe, Ally of the World. 5 play point, 5/5. Funfair, gain 1 max play point. So 13 mana for Dragoncraft. Tasty. And enhance 10. Give this follower storm. Set your leader's max defense to 1. Give your leader can't take more than a time until the end of your opponent's. So basically, wait, what? No. Can't take more than 0. damage at a time. So potentially you can 3 turns in a row avoid lethal. Cute, interesting, actually terrifying. Well, we see how it goes, because it sounds like something ominous. It can really break the game, honestly. Oh, overall, 1, 2, 3 good cards, 2 questionable cards, 5 absolutely useless cards. Well, actually, thanks to Zoe, Dragoncraft can start cooking. But, well, when I'm stunned that they are not adding any other gain on max play point. No, it's not play point. I'm stunned that they are not adding at all any ramp for Dragon. Okay. Well, it can add needed consistency for Ramp Dragon, because right now the biggest problem of Dragoncraft is the lack of consistency. None of this card give Dragoncraft what they want from on the consistency side, but Zoe gives a ton of consistency potentially. Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh, Beastcraft. This is the card. Enhance 4, evolve this follower and give it +1/+1. So it is 6, 4. Just think about it. What the hell? How it happened? Why is it so bad for Forest Craft, and why it is so good for Abyss? This is insane. Vaserga Unyielding Scythe. 6 to 7. Intimidate. To 7 intimidate sounds. Okay, last word, summon a Vasegra Unyielding Scythe, deal 2 damage to your leader. Wait, it is an infinite card with intimidate. That the only way. No. Well, there are some ways to deal with it, but it can potentially be problematic for the enemy to deal with. It has some potential, I must agree. I mean, in Take 2 it will be terrifying to play against. In Constructed, it's just simply too slow, I guess. But we'll see, maybe there is some combination. Valiant Edge. 2 play point spell. Deal 2 damage to a leader. Gain crest. Valiant Edge. Countdown 2. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower and restore 1 defense to your leader. I actually think that it is not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower for 2 mana. It kind of feels a bit weak, but if there is any bonus for dealing damage to yourself, it can be a very prominent card. Nezha Soaring Vargot. 6/8/6. A rush. At the end of your turn, deal 4 damage to a random enemy follower. Then deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. Filler card. Nothing to say, nothing really to talk. There is no deck that really wants to have it in. Satyr Open-Hearted Rover. 3/3/3. Funfair. If there is an evolved allied follower on the field, evolve this follower. Aura. Well, it is Skybound art support. There is a strong Skybound card for Bloodcraft. Obviously, obviously it is very good for the archetype. Outside of the archetype, it will lack any consistent play. Good card actually, good, but for some specific decks. Baal, Elemental Resonance, 3/2/2. Select a mode. Oh, mode support. Give this follower and another random allied follower on the field +1/+1. Deal 3 damage or deal 3 damage to random enemy follower. I don't know. We have 4/4/4 that has the same deal 3 damage to random enemy follower. Give this follower and another allied follower on the field +1/+1. It is quite situational. Overall, you can stick it into the mode Abyss deck just to have another mode card, just to make it more consistent and fast. 3 mana is good play point. Outside of mode Abyss, there is literally no play for this card. It is rather situational. Nea, Dispenser of Samsara, 6/4. A fanfare. Evolve all unevolved allied followers on the field. Deal 2 damage to your leader. Strong support for Skybound deck. And Rain. I will say that it is rather expensive. It will be difficult to create a board to evolve enough creatures to justify playing this card. Outside of this fact, it is, I do not believe in this card. Too much cost for potentially too little evolve impact on the game. No, it will be rather difficult to summon enough cards on the table. Corruption, 5-point spell. Give all followers on the field -2/-2. Give yourself and your opponent crest corruption. Skybound art, destroy your crest corruption. Countdown crest. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to your leader. So it's 6 damage to the enemy leader, 8 damage to your leader for 5 mana, and -2/-2 to the field. Slow, boring. Ah no, it's just give -2/-2. It is so slow. It is unimaginably slow. No thanks, no thanks. It's bad. It's very bad. For 5 mana, no. Nobody will play that. Fidiel, Darkness Personified. Fanfare, Necromancy 6, Reanimate 2, Reanimate 1, and evolve them. At the end of your turn, give all enemy followers on the field -2/-2. Reanimate 2, Reanimate 1. So, in terms of playing with Cerberus and Reanimate 2, just some random shit. Bellringer, for example, just to draw a card. Is there any kind of reason to have it in your deck just for evolve? It sounds a bit weird, and it feels like you don't want to. But to boost Skybound art, potentially, why not? There are so much ifs in terms of this card. And the biggest if is this card. Unfair deal 10 damage to all other followers. It will be played. This part will be played consistently. Skybound Art gain crest. Super Wolf advance the count of your crest by 1. Crest countdown 4. Last words deal 20 damage to the enemy leader. It will be a good addition to Motabe's deck. Just in terms of clearing the board, sometimes it becomes problematic for the Motabe's. And it will be a potential alternative end game condition OTK, but there are barrier on Heavencraft. There is a new barrier for Dragoncraft. If these decks will be played, this card might decrease in value, but otherwise it sounds solid and terrifying, honestly. Because unlike Forest with its weird as OTK, this card sound consistent, powerful, and it has a lot of support, and it just can be put into the deck that already exists and already is actually good, and that the deck that can actually consistently survive up until the point where the OTK happens. Sounds strong and not really fun. Okay, about Abysscraft. This card is absolutely good. This card is quite questionable. This card is good. This card is questionable. This card is insane. So we have 1, 2, 3 good cards, two questionable cards, and other are straightforward bad. Ball is existing just to be in one deck. Heavencraft. Well, let's see what they were cooking with Heavencraft. 3-2-1. True, Heroic Visionary. 3-2-1. Storm. Whenever you engage an amulet, gives this follower drain. What the hell? An amulet Heaven support. This can be interesting. Lamretta, Sisterly Shepherd. 2-1-4. Horrendous stat line. At the end of your turn, if this follower is evolved, deal 2 damage to all followers. Okay, I'm listening. Evolve. This follower can't attack followers or leaders until the end of the turn. Control Heaven support that we actually did not ask. I don't know. Okay. Yes. Art. I just struggle to imagine what should I remove from my deck to put this card in. No, it will be a hard choice. I just think that most players won't put it into their deck. 0 mana. Okay. Ode and Inspired. 0 mana amulet. Engage 2. Destroy this card, select an allied follower on the field and transform it into an Ode and Inspired. Draw a card. Actually interesting. Yes, I just say that it is an interesting card. We need to see more cards from this expansion to say more about this card. And Hans 6 gives us what? +0, +10. Evolve, select a damaged enemy follower on the field and destroy it. Gives this follower +0, +10 for 6 mana. What? So it also have a synergy with Ward Haven. Evolve, select a damaged enemy follower in the field and destroy it. Stat line is absolutely broken. Potentially a lot of decks will struggle to fight against it. I will say that it is a good card. Scary stats. Sophia Zayan Priestess. 4/3/5. One fair. Summon a random Heavencraft follower that costs 2 or less from your deck. Summon a random Heavencraft follower for 2 mana. Does it have art? No, it does not have art. So it's not a Ward Haven. So it just can work with this one. And it doesn't have to evolve, obviously. It would be too strong. Then what am I supposed to summon with this? I just struggle to see any kind of menu. You won't do that, honestly. You won't do that. Or less. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm missing the... No, I'm not missing anything. Whenever you engage, restore 1 defense to your leader. Evolve, select an enemy follower. There is no... Why? There is no point in this card. Like, at all. Another random bullshit that is announced that does nothing. What? Okay. Skyfaring Vessel. 4 playpoint amulet. Activates in hand whenever you engage. An amulet reduces cost of this card by 1. So it is another 0 playpoint potentially amulet. Engage. Destroy this card. Select an unevolved allied follower on the field and evolve it. That's sick. Considering the fact that Amulet Heaven is a rather aggressive deck, it has potential, like a lot. Yes, I think that it is absolutely gorgeous card. Tikoch Axelpain Surgeon. 1/04. Whenever you engage in a melt, restore defense to your leader. Evolve, select an enemy follower in the field and deal it 3 damage. Just a whatever support for Amulet Heaven. Possibly you will play it. I just haven't seen Amulet Heavens for a long time, so I just struggle to say anything consistent about this card. But I believe that you can put it into the Evolve or into Amulet Heaven deck. Rather good card, just I'm not sure that it will match the Amulet Heaven playstyle. But it sounds good. Delaphi Gleaming Gems. Engage 3 play point amulet. Engage, destroy this card, select a mode to activate. Destroy a random enemy follower. Draw 2 cards. It's just not the strongest amulet in this expansion, but I believe that it is a good addition for Amulet Heaven. Just I don't think that it is a strong one. But you will be playing it in Amulet Heaven. Galleon, Earth Personified. 3/5/5. Ward. Can't attack followers or leaders. At the end of your turn, if you unlocked Super Evolution, evolve a random unevolved allied follower on the field that didn't attack that turn. First thing, it is a strong support for Skybound art. Wait. There is actually no strong support for Heaven's Skybound art. So, the stat line is good. The idea that something is evolving randomly on the field at the end of your turn is just whatever. I feel like it's not that big of a deal. Just how is that neutral thing creates when this color gain crest? Funfair super do this fight to random enemy. I don't think people say that this is a strong thing for Heavencraft. I don't think it is weird. It has some potential, but it is not as good as people say. It's just not. Unfortunately, I just don't see any use case for this card. Vera, Luminous Primal Knight, 8/6/8. Funfair, select 2 enemy followers in the field and banish them. Super Skybound art, super evolves this follower. It is important to remember. Ward can't take more than 3 damage at a time. I know that it can be destroyed in other ways, but it is a sticky minion none the way. So I just think that it's rather expensive, and the fact that it banishes something is not that big of a deal. So actually it's not that great. You can run 1 copy in Ward Heaven, but otherwise it's not that great. Heaven. Great cards for Amulet Heaven, 5 of them. 1 amazing card for Ward Heaven, 1 whatever, potentially 1 copy at a deck card of for Ward Heaven. What the hell is this card for Control Heaven? And 2 cards that actually Ward Heaven comparatively has a good cards comparing it to some other classes. Portalcraft. Okay. Funfair. If you unlock 3/1. Funfair. If you unlock super version, gives this for Barrier Storm. Let me say that it's I don't know any deck that you want to play it with. Okay, whatever. 2, 3, 1. Funfire, increase the Skybound art gauge of all cards in your hand by 1. Rush. That kinda cool. That is kinda cool. I like that. It has rush, it has a good start line. Good. I like that. Isaac Congenial Engineer. 2/2. Wow. Last word, add a striker artifact to your hand. Oh. This is good for artifact. Portal. Absolutely good. Striker artifact. Immediately. I think that Portal Craft will be happy to have this guy. 5/4. I am not going to read the name of this card. Funfair, Skybound art. Select another unevolved allied follower on the field and evolve it, and this follower. The problem is that you don't want to play this card without Skybound art. And playing it with Skybound art is kinda late. Weird card. I don't think that it will see play. Too late. And that's too little. Ilsa, Brutal Drill Sergeant. 7/7/6. And absolutely astonishing art. Unfair, select a mode to activate. Do this 3 times. Deals 4 damage to random enemy follower. 2 deal 4 damage to the enemy leader. Too expensive. Can't go anything past that. It's too expensive. 3 play point spell. Stonebreaker. Do this 6 times. Deal 1 damage to random enemy follower. No. I doubt that. I mean, there is some bit of problem for Portalcraft to deal with white tables, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't see any reason for this card to exist. Actually, it feels expensive. Cassius, Sky Yearning Arrival. 5/3/2. Unfair, select an artifact follower in your hand and deal X damage to all enemy followers. X is the selected. Yes. And fortified. Yes, this is exactly a card that Artifact Portal wanted all this time. I do believe that, honestly. It is rather understated, but it is exactly what Artifact Portal wanted. This is a big like. Chaos Legion. 6 mana 6 mana spell. Deals 3 damage to all enemies. Super Skybound art. What the enemies, so leader included. No. 6 mana is too much. No, I don't like it. It's too slow and potentially doesn't kill the enemy's board at the point when Super Skybound are activated. No. Bullshit. Louvo, light personified. 5/6/6. Funfair, do this 6 times. Deal 1 damage to random enemy follower. Give all followers in your opponent's hand +1/+0. Skybound Arcane Crest. Whenever an enemy follower with Storm attacks a leader, give it -3/-0 until the end of your turn. Actually, I like that. It wrecked so badly Swordcraft. I will just spam this one just to rage bait all the Swordcraft players. Otherwise, yeah, it's a good card. It's a good, funny card that you will play to remain alive. Fun little card. I like this. I like this very much. Just wrecked all the storm fuckers. It gives you. Yes, it is absolutely amazing for 2 turns. Just storms do not exist for 2 turns. Awesome. No, Beelzebub Supreme King, it's rather straightforward. Select 2 enemy followers on the field, remove all abilities from them and deal them 9 damage. Give the enemy leader takes 1 more damage. Just a good card. You will play it in almost every single portal deck. It's a bit slow. It is an only backdrop of this card. It is a slow card, and there is a chance that you won't have an ability to play it just because of the situation on the board. Otherwise, if you will manage to play it, this will be really good play for you. You will struggle with this card against some more aggressive decks, but otherwise it is a really good card. So Portalcraft is a huge winner. It has only 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questionable. They're not. This one is bad. This one is questionable. This one is questionable and has no place just in any deck. This is questionable. This is highly questionable. Otherwise, the cards are really good, and they suit everything that Portal wants actually right now. Except Puppet Portal. Nobody cares about Puppet Portal actually. Neutral cards. Catalina, Sky's Protector, 5/5/5. Funfair Skybound art, deal 5 damage to 2 random enemy followers. Ward can't take more than 3 damage at a time. It is a good support for What Heaven. But actually it's not. Skybound art again. For a simple effect. No. Too slow. This one is insane. If you unlock Super Evolution of Wolves as follower. Just that straightforward. I already hate this bitch. It is a good card. Uni Cosmic Legacy. 3/3/3 aura. At the end of your turn, restore 1 defense to all allies. I struggle to see any play for this. Gran and Jetta Valiant Skyfarers. 4/3/2. When first select a mode to activate Skybound art evolves as follower. Deal 5 damage to a random enemy follower, draw 2 followers. Draw 2 followers is insane. It is actually insane. It is a good card. It is a good card. Just as simply as it is. Lena, Sky Distant. 2/1/1. Oh my god. In Ken's 8, draw a follower that costs 7 or more. Recover 7 plague points. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane card. Absolutely insane card. Just put it everywhere where you need to find some costly follower. This is very good. Very good card. That's it. Sanda, whatever. 6/7/6. Activates a deck. At the start of turn, if your allied followers had evolved at least 6 times this much, involves this card. When this card is invoked, gain crest and return this card to hand. Fanfare Super Skybound art. Do this 5 times. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy. At the end of your turn, restore 1 defense to all allies. Crest is whatever. The key point is fanfare. I don't think that it is a good one. Yes, I know that there is a potential 10 damage to the enemy's face, but let's be honest, this won't happen consistently. So let's say it this way. This is a questionable card for a limited amount of tax. Possibly heaven. Otherwise, nothing that I can come up with. Very limited card in its capabilities, and I really doubt that it will be that good for heaven. Actually, how much evolve capabilities best as pal? Auto evolve. This auto evolve. Wait, that's it? I'm not counting this one. So we have 2 auto evolve creatures. It will be tough. It will be really tough. I doubt that it will be a really consistent card for heaven, considering how little cards to support this game plan there is. Yeah. Highly doubtful. How it is read again? Skybound art. It is a rather late game play. I don't know. I will be the one that does not believe in this card. Well, let's just sum it up. Forestcraft got a really cool support for its control variant. Outside of the control variant, there is a little support for fairy archetype. Swordcraft has a lot of annoying as hell cards, but there is hope that it won't be as strong as it want to people think about it. They are annoying, but they are not that great. Runecraft, a new bunch of support for its stupid old spell boost archetype. Otherwise, there is nothing. Literally nothing. Burn support, burn archetype is just not there at all. Dragoncraft. One good card. Okay, one amazing card. Two potentially good cards. Otherwise, whatever. Somebody, by the way, said that Dragoncraft is saved. Well, potentially, but with the help of one single card. Abysscraft looks very scary. A lot of strong cards that scare shit out of me. Heaven. Amulet Heaven will be a good choice in the earliest days of the patch. Otherwise, there are a lot of questions about Heaven and in what state it will exist. Portalcraft, amazing. Amazing in every possible direction except Puppet. I'm not happy for Portal, but I understand people who are excited. Portal is actually good. Natural cards are natural. Except for this card, I can't tell much about them. So here it is, folks. I tried my best to analyze these cards. I am a bit disappointed, to be honest. After 2 months of dreary, boring as hell meta, to receive another expansion that consists of only 76 cards is a bit a letdown. I mean, for new players, it will be rough right now to accumulate the consistent collection. For old players, there will be absolutely no difficulty to get all these cards on a release. I don't know why Cygames don't want to, why Cygames are not adding more cards into expansion. It is something that is highly needed. And, well, who cares about how much cards is there in the expansion? Half of these cards are filler cards that will not see any play. Like a Dragoncraft. What the hell? What the hell is this? I honestly don't know. I mean, I was rather burnt out by the recent meta, but as far as I see, there is not much new coming out. That's unfortunate. I really would prefer to have something exciting waiting for us in this expansion. Okay, share your opinion in the comments down below. We will probably see each other sometime.